In 2 weeks, the state of New York will have a new leader in Albany. Today, Governor Cuomo announcing his plan to resign following a report from the Attorney General that claimed he sexually harassed many women on his staff over the years. The report was dropped last week. Since then, lawmakers on both sides and on every level have called for the governor to step down. And today, the governor did just that. We have team coverage for you on Cuomo's pending resignation. Jack Watson spoke with local leaders on the news, and we'll hear from him in just a few moments. But first, checking in with Allie Peters, who joins us live here in the studio with what the governor had to say this morning. Allie?
Well, John, after facing growing calls across the country to resign, including from President Biden himself, Governor Cuomo announced today he will be stepping down. The governor's pre-recorded announcement came at the heels of an announcement from his attorney, Rita Glavin, who again challenged the credibility of the Attorney General's investigation, saying it left out evidence. That investigation found the governor sexually harassed 11 women, including former and current state employees, and included more than 74,000 pieces of evidence and 179 people who were interviewed. In his address today, Governor Cuomo continued to deny the accusations against him, saying his interactions with women were not meant to be taken sexually or with intimacy. While Governor Cuomo said there were inaccuracies in the Attorney General's report, he said continuing to fight the battle against him would not benefit New Yorkers. Over the past week, numerous state lawmakers have said that if Cuomo did not resign, they would move forward with impeachment proceedings. Today, the governor said those proceedings would take too much time and money, and the government should instead be focused on issues like COVID-19 and crime rates across the state.
Government really needs to function today. Government needs to perform. It is a matter of life and death, government operations. And wasting energy on distractions is the last thing that state government should be doing. And I cannot be the cause of that. New York tough means New York loving. And I love New York. And I love you. And everything I have ever done has been motivated by that love. And I would never want to be unhelpful in any way. And I think that given the circumstances, the best way I can help now is if I step aside and let government get back to governing. And therefore, that's what I'll do.
Now, in 14 days, Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul will step in as the first female governor of the state. Cuomo called Hochul today, quote, smart and competent, and said her transition into governor will be seamless. Now, Governor Cuomo is not the first governor of New York to resign. 8 others have also stepped down, 6 who resigned to take another office, and 2 who resigned following allegations of misconduct. Live in the studio, Allie Peters, News 8.
All right, Allie, thank you. Following the AG's report, multiple lawmakers, including the president, called for the governor to step down. Now President Biden and other lawmakers say this was the best decision for the people of New York State. Jack Watson joins us live with more. Jack?
John, lawmakers from both sides of the aisle welcomed the resignation of Governor Andrew Cuomo. Both Republican and Democratic lawmakers from both parts of the legislature are telling me the governor's ouster was needed. There was also some surprise that it came down today, considering what appeared to be the strategy from the governor's office. He seemed ready to continue fighting the allegations. The governor's resignation today comes after that Attorney General report. Assemblymember Josh Jensen, a Republican who represents District 134, spoke with me this afternoon. That contains parts of northwestern Monroe County, including Greece, Ogden, and Parma. Assemblymember Harry Bronson represents District 138, part of Rochester, Henrietta, and Shiloh. They both spoke with me today. Here's what they had to say.
Certainly was shocking for me. I think watching his lawyer for over an hour poke holes in the Attorney General's report and really defend the governor, only for him to come out and resign, was certainly surprising to me.
Today, his resignation is a necessary first step for the healing of New York State and will allow us to get back to doing what we've are responsible to do, and that's addressing concerns of the citizens of New York.
John, Kathy Hochul is the current lieutenant governor of New York State. She is an upstater, a Western New Yorker, a graduate of Syracuse University. She is next in line to replace Governor Cuomo. Both lawmakers I spoke with expressed enthusiasm getting ready to work with the soon-to-be governor. Live in Rochester, Jack Watson, News 8. All
right, Jack, thank you very much. Bob Duffy, a former lieutenant governor of New York, says Cuomo did a good thing for the state today.
The issue about resigning is a very personal decision. The choice was very clear. There's two paths forward, resignation or impeachment. And I think either way was not an easy path either way for the governor to make because of the totality of the circumstances. So given what he did today, it was a good thing. It was a very good thing for New York. And yes, on one hand, there is a savings of money. There's also, it's going to hopefully will temper down some of the attention and the frenzy going on. And while there'll still be probably follow-ups in court cases and litigations coming down the road, I would sense, we can get back to what the people's business is in New York State.
And the state's top Democrat, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, was one of many calling for the governor to step down. He responded today saying, quote, "There is no place for sexual harassment, and today's announcement by Governor Cuomo was the right decision for the good of the people of New York. I have full confidence that Lieutenant Governor Hochul will establish a professional and capable administration," end quote. Well, joining us now to help break this all down on the political landscape of things is political science professor at Nazareth College, Timothy Nealon. First of all, thank you for your time. Seismic political news on several fronts, but especially at a critical time for New York State. Cuomo is feisty, many will argue even arrogant. Were you surprised by this?
I was surprised by the timing in terms of the fact that, you know, Andrew Cuomo just an hour before had his legal team out there trying to shred the credibility of the AG's report. And by then coming in and announcing his resignation for the good of the people of New York, I think he's actually strategizing some sort of rehabilitation and hope that he might actually come back someday.
I was going to ask you that in a moment, but first the focus will quickly shift now to Kathy Hochul. Great credentials, we know that, certainly a Western New Yorker. Do you expect massive changes on her behalf as she assumes this seat now?
I think what we're going to see is much more collaborative leadership, much more transparency, and certainly a feeling of anti-corruption. I think the state is exhausted from the corruption we've seen over the last several years, both perhaps locally and nationally. And I think this is a time for her to bring us together with Andrew Stewart Cousins to heal and to really start governing. We have COVID, we have this violence in our urban areas, and we also have opportunities with this new infrastructure bill that passed the Senate today.
We have learned over time that we are a forgiving society. Getting back to your earlier point, can Cuomo at some point reemerge from all of this?
I think he thinks he can, but I don't see a path forward for him because I think the legal liabilities that are going to come down the pike, they're going to be a sidebar, but they will happen, and he will very likely face criminal charges.
All right, Timothy, thank you very much for your time. Always appreciate your insight. To wrap up our breaking news, Governor Cuomo announcing today that he will resign effective 2 weeks from today. This after multiple lawmakers called for him to step down after a report from the Attorney General last week that concluded the governor sexually harassed many women. Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul will take over and will be the first woman to hold this office ever in New York's history. For more on the governor's resignation, please head to rochesterfirst.com.